What's going on? It is Damon13579 and welcome on back to a Minecraft mod showcase, technically. Don't mind my gem armor, I've been wearing that. As you guys can see, I have horns and an arm on me. Now this is actually one of my just free play survival worlds that I do, and I've been doing since forever, for about 4 days now. This is what I've been doing mainly, so I can get focused on a couple mods and learn how to use them. So as you guys can see, I've got a RWBY, the Grimm arm, which is on my left hand, and Grimm horns. I'm going to put this on so I don't stop of hunger again. So we're going to show off the showcase of RWBY. Now, there are many things I will cover on this episode, specifically concerning the enemies, where to find them, how to find them, good loot, weapons, and everything. So there are a certain amount of weapons in the RWBY mod that you can actually create yourself, that you get pieces for. So the ones that you get pieces for are the Crescent Rose, which requires 6 pieces in general, the Minster, which requires 3, Gamble Shroud, which is 3, Ambus, Celiac, which is 3, Kokomoris, Mangahill, Milo, and Akio Stormflower, and they're the only ones you can actually create. There is another one, if I can figure out where it is here, Turbo Cinder, which is another version of the sniper rifle of Crescent Rose. And I'm pretty sure those are the only ones you can actually create. So there are a lot of weapons, there are a lot of things, including things that shouldn't exist in this mod. They did, I know the creator has added a few things in. So as you guys can see, I have an area here full of Grimm. So this one here that's really tall, he's an empathy, he slows you in weakness too. If you get slowness and weakness, you know that they're around. That's a creep, and in there is a tiny Deathstalker. Now, this is my Grimm liquid. Now, to get this specific liquid, I'll say that you need to actually buy it from one of the shops you can find naturally in the world. It's around. Now, Hardlight Fence. This fence is not actually that hard to make. Let me check up a recipe. You need Hardlight Crystal, which you need to get from the unrefined version, which is where you use for Impure Dust and Lightning Dust. If you combine them together, you'll get unrefined Hardlight Dust, and what you do is you just put it in your inventory, in the crafting recipe or anything, and you get a Hardlight Crystal. And then you will combine them together to make the Frost Iron. Now, I will say this, guys, if you're someone who, like me, who's been using plays with Project E and everything like that, I do recommend that you put all your Frost Iron and all that in the transmutation table. This way you can actually use more of it. You can, of course, duplicate it. It is possible to duplicate. Now, I will say there's no limitations to what these things want, but if a Grimm actually touches the fence, they will die. So, now to get the unrefined dust, I actually put a few over here from Creative, because I will use Creative every now and then to check on things, and plus I use commands. This, which is red fire dust. Now, this will break. Now, I will like to say, guys, be careful, because if you break it too much and too fast, it will blow up. I get annoyed when it blows up in my face all the time. So yeah, I've got that. Now, if I was to put the red fire dust here, I'll get the actual fire dust crystal. If I really wanted to, I'm pretty sure I can put it in here. No, I didn't. Is it the crystal? But there is actually a way. I'm actually going to have to look at the recipes. This, wind dust, yep. So if you smell this in a furnace, the unrefined, you'll get the actual dust. But for some random reason, it doesn't want to smelt. There you go. This one's just glitching. So, yep, I've got my dust, and that's good. So you would use that. So basically, to get it with the... I've got one of these. So I've already got one of these, but like I said, it's Impure and Lightning. I actually got quite a few of these. Use this. Frost Iron. I'm pretty sure that they're all in the MC. Yep. So just grab one of these out. And we'll put the Frost Iron there and the Hard Light Crystal there, and we've got a Hard Light Fence. Now, to let you guys know on Semblances, so we'll talk about Semblances right now. For Semblances, they're different. You can tell if you have a semblance because right here, down here, where next to your health bar is your semblance. Now, to get your semblance, to understand which semblance you have, you will need a scroll. So if you're like me and my few friends, we like to actually creative mode these in. And right now, my thing's maxed out. But as you can see, it says semblance Weiss aura. I mean, I have Weiss's semblance. So we're going to go over to my blown up part of the island. Oh. Get away, you demon doggy. Go fly. Yeah. So if I set this to, you can set these to different levels. So this is level 1. We have a Borbusk. So Weiss's can summon. Ruby's is speed. Blake's has the ability to create like a shadow you. You got bad luck, good luck. We're still working on Pyrrhus and figuring out what Pyrrhus is. This one brings in a Beowulf. There's of course different levels. I'm going to change to daytime. So I have a Beowulf. So basically you can create summon variations of so these guys are terrifying, but they're not that hard to beat. I do recommend if you don't have a RWBY weapon and you're fighting against these Grimm, I do recommend an axe more, because while they're using weakness on you, they will affect your attack, obviously, but an axe is probably the best weapon. Now, there are a few things you can get. There are 3 different pouches you can get. There's dust, which you can put all your dust in to clear up some inventory. You've got parts, so if you get weapon parts, that when you kill like Beowulfs, Creeps, Ursas, Warbusks, you can get weapon parts that can actually be crafted. So if I was to go back to RWBY, on this part, let's go over here. These, so you can get Crescent Rose parts, Minster, Gamble, all the way up to Tambra Cinder, but that one is super rare to get. And you can also get Lean, I think it's called Lean pouch, which actually you can use to store all your money. Now to get money, there are many ways. If you're someone like me who has like a shit ton of this Grimm Alamine. Now, I couldn't actually find any shops around, so I kind of made my own shop. You guys can do that because you can actually find these guys in creative. So if I was to go in creative, let's go down to let's go back over to this and scroll down to the bottom. So we've got a few guys you can use. I need to figure out which one are actually not. Okay, so which one of these? This one is Black Market, Crowbar, Buzz Armory, and Cutting Edge. So you got them 4. These guys sell different things. So this one sells like armor and all that. He got me my Ozma armor, but no peanuts. As you can see, you can sell Grimmaline for like 3 of these. So what you do is just put these in and spam them in. Because you can get a good amount. And you can do this, which just use it to get more money over time. Alright, there we go. So you can get armor and that. This guy sells mainly armor. This one, you can actually buy the iron you require, or even scrap. Which scrap is used to make ammo. You can get other weapons like this one here, which is the Hextance, the Inferno, the Magnum Opus, the Blowhard. There are many weapons you can get. You even got the daggers. You got the Mindster. You can actually get the Mindster. You just need its requirements. And there's many toolkits. Now, I know nothing about how to use the toolkit or the dust process. I'm still trying to work the dust process out. You can get these guys, which is food. They can give you speed of haste, invisibility. This guy is the one you want if you guys want clothing, semblances. He'll give you all the semblances. They're very, very expensive. So you got Ruby, you've got Weiss, you've got Blake, you got Yang. Yang. We got Jean, we've got Pyrrha. We've got Nora, we've got Ren, we've got Lysite? I know for a fact that she has the ability to make him invisible temporarily. Ragnarok, which is another summon semblance, as I know of. Clover, which is lucky. And then we got Crow, which, if you have him at the start, you're screwed. He's got bad luck. Now, the set scrolls here are like 1,500. You can get Storage Crate, which I'm figuring out to figure out in. You also can get a Grimm Bucket. Now, Grimm Buckets is actually what I use around my home to spawn all the goddamn Grimm. So then there's actually the Grimm stuff, which is used to spawn in the Grimm, like from the actual anime itself. Which I actually find to finish watching. Now, to get the, so I showed at the start I have a Grimm Haunt and a Grimm Arm. Now, to get a hold of these, you actually need these injections. Now, to get these injections, I will say this, you need to kill a lot of Grimm. I actually killed quite a lot of Grimm, and I'm probably still going. There are many things to get over. So, we've got this. So, you can get these guys, and you can also get ammo for all your different people, like Crescent Roses, the sniper rifle, maze snipers, ambers, gamble shroud, grenades, and the other scythe. You can also spawn in an armored gigas and an atlas knight. We're going to spawn them in a sec. Now, if you're someone who's like me, who's maxed out, you really don't need to carry a scroll around. This, by the way, guys, allows you to send, if you're on a server and say you're with your friends like me and Alex have blood, he can send this to me or I can send it to him, and we're part of a team. So we start with the team of AA, because we're both A's. So I'm gonna grab my hammer. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of grenades lying around. Oh, a bunch of grenades I've yet to use. And we are going to go over to my testing grounds, which is this way. I also do have the Ancient Warfare mod, so it spices up a bit, adds in like NPCs and structures everywhere. It makes the game a bit more interesting. But if you guys have other mods you would like to use that, I also like using Project E for one thing. One, I can walk on water. So this is my testing island. This is far away from my home for a reason. And boom. You get it. So this is an Atlas Knight. It's got its own 3D model. It's good, it's good, it's good. Whoa! Hey. I think I just turned my own summon thing against me. Oopsies. I did not know I could summon this thing. Physically, I'm not really afraid of fighting these guys. It's just I like blowing up people in the face. Now, normally I'm pretty sure they give you either toolkits or useless things. This is an Gigas. He is very big. What was that sound for? What was that sound? Now if you're someone like me, use Project E, because one, with the gem armor, which is very hard to make, it's very complicated, very annoying, but it's worth it. You get the ability to fly. And these guys give me a Grimm, Amalgam, which I can use to get more money. So, I'm gonna put this away. That one goes there. And as you guys can see, I've got a lot of weapons. Now, if you think that's a lot of weapons, I have weapons here, and I also have weapons down here with my puppy. And I also got my brewing room. Used to be my Grimm room. This used to actually be full of Grimm, and locked them in. But it got so laggy, I couldn't handle it. So, you got the Crescent Rose. So this is what the Crescent Rose actually looks like. If you shift right click, it turns into the extra snipe part. It's a very powerful weapon. Now, you can create, and I do say this, you can create this Crescent Rose. It's Summer's Crescent Rose, which is Ruby's mother. Now, to create this, you need the Crescent Rose and a Frost Iron, and then you create this one. It uses the same magazine as a Crescent Rose, so that's good. So, we've got this weapon, which is a shield. I'm pretty sure... I can't remember his name. I can't remember his actual name, but he was seen when dealing with the... what was it? I think Fall Maiden? Spring Maiden? I'm not too sure. I have to remember that. So, you got a shield. Now, these actually give you a description of what this one. Ammo is required Fire Dust and Fire Dust Crystal. Pretty sure this summons things to shoot. I'm not even bother testing it. Lionheart Shields with lines, and you can actually block people with it. So we got the Grimm Aster here, which is a legendary weapon. Now, to get these specific legendary weapons, you actually do require the Dark Crystals, which you can find in Grimm Wastelands, which are very dull. It's also can block. And if you block, it's zooming. So... very interesting. So we've also got this one, which is the other scythe. It looks very cool because of the flames. And this is this thing. And it has its own weapon requirements because it's like a different sniper. Also, guys, don't mind about the noise outside. I'm pretty sure we've had a bit of terrible news with our neighbor. And their families by. Now, I tend to get double ups of weapons for a few reasons. It's probably a good idea I do in general. So we have the Grimm Rose, which is actually a Grimm Scythe of the Crescent Rose. It's a legendary weapon and can only be done by... most of the Grimm weapons can only be done by the Dark Crystal, and you got to go by ways. So we got the Mind Stone, which is actually Midas' weapon. So if you right click, you can actually leap. And also requires a lot of dust of crystals. Winter Sword, okay. So this one's the interesting part. It's nothing like this, but once you have these together, you can block, and you can block with both. So basically, you would run two, because they become the, like, pair she uses in the anime. Oopsies. Just launched myself back at the case. So we've got the Gramble Shroud, which is Blake's weapon from the anime. Sword blocks in main hand and buff hand. I have never tested what it would be like if I had two. Does anything change at all? Oh, so if you have two, it'll be like the case and everything, like she does in the anime. So, and after I right click, I have the case and a gun. Good. And we also have the Amber Cilia, which is Yang's weapon, which is a dual-wield weapon, but is also not a dual-wield weapon because of it can be used as. And as you can see, it says paired guns. It's required that you actually have both. I really don't know why I'm caring where these guys go, since. So you have this guy, which is a rare weapon. It's a rapier, and you can glide with this thing. And if you can see the top changes, there's blue, there's green, that makes you fast, and I'm pretty sure red does nothing. I don't know anything of this. And we also got Ozma Staff, from Ozma being the hero he really is. Bull. We got the Mind Stone, which is the weapon I just used. if you go, I really won't show that one out. So we got the Hush, which is my favorite weapon because this is wielded by my favorite character in RWBY. It was wielded by Neo. So it's got a capability, and boy, does this thing hurt. It has 13 attack damage. We also have this one, which is I'm pretty sure you can actually use two together. Okay, so if you have two, you get the Sword and Shield. So I do recommend you use two. What is this one like? Yep, so if you have two of this, you actually have the weapon. And I don't think many people actually understand that you can actually put two of these together and you actually get what you want. A sword and a shield, like a sword and shield, or a spear and shield. In this case. Where did my weapon go? I just threw it. And you got the Stormflower. Now this weapon is recommended. I'm pretty sure it's a dual weapon. Yep, it's what is this? Climbing wall capability. Let's test that theory. Can I actually climb the wall? So if you hold right click, you can actually climb the wall, which is pretty sick. Ow. So a lot of weapons I do recommend two, if it's Pyrrhus, if it's John's, if it's Ren's, if it's Blake's, or Yang's. So I'm gonna put these ones up in the chest. I'll probably keep a Stormflower on me at that moment. There are a few other weapons we're gonna show off. So we have these two, which I'm pretty sure are dual weapons. This one is, these actually belong to Emerald. These are Emerald weapons. And has the ability to climb walls. Now you can actually shift right click, and I'm pretty sure something should happen to them. I'm not even too sure. So you can actually have no hook or hook. Pretty sure you have to have the hook. Out. Okay, that's a Grimm and a half. I'm pretty sure I want to go kill that Ursa. So, I'm gonna grab out my freaking grenade launcher. And break its legs, since that's like literally Nora's favorite thing to say. Yeah, you don't like my fence, do you? As you can see, the fence actually hurts them, so... Yeah, that was pretty quick. Oh look, a Deathstalker. Now, if you ever guys ever actually play a server of RWBY with me, I will let you guys know, I'm freaking Deathstalker prone. I will find them. Well, they find me, to be more precise. It doesn't matter what form you put them in there, they still are able to be used. Link, link. So we've got these three weapons here. So you got Cinders Sword, which is one of my other favorite characters, and if you shift right click on this one, you get her bow, which for this one you only require an arrow or a tipped arrow. Then you got Maze Sniper, which is where the Terrestrial magazine comes in. If you shift right click, you actually get the axe, which is actually the other half of the weapon. Then this one, Amber Cilia magazine, and shift right click and you get a freaking axe. If you guys don't know why I keep putting my gem armor on, it's because it fills up my hunger. Now, there are a few things I do want to point out. There are a few things in here that shouldn't actually exist. Like I said at the start, they shouldn't actually exist. So if I snoop around a little bit, you can actually have your own Kaganes, which are actually from Tokyo Ghoul. And there are a couple weapons from other animes that we're going to go over. And how to get these? You have to use a command. In order to get any of the Kaganes that's not in the tab, you do require to use a command. Other than Deathstalkers, because Deathstalkers seem to, or enemies, Lancers, Deathstalkers, or Beowulfs, the best chance you get to getting the items you require. I got a Grimm Horns and Grimm Arm. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to grab out this one. Also, there is another weapon that I did miss, apparently, which is the Long Memory, which is actually Osmond's weapon. Makes me look freaking sick. Alright, so let's get on the first one. So you got the Dark Repulsor from SAO, which I believe actually might belong. Not too sure on this one. Don't remember because I haven't watched SAO for a very long time. About a couple of years now. 2-3 years. I believe the Dark Repulsor is Kirito's second weapon when he used dual wielding. And then we have the Elucidator. Now, if you have these two together, you both can block. It doesn't really say about that, but you can block. The other weapon is my favorite, the Shield Hero. So you could literally become the Shield Hero, people. Now, if you shift right-click, you can actually get the Leaf Shield. It's an aura-based weapon. As you can see, the more I hold right-click, my aura slowly depletes. Collection skill 1, vegetation yields double the yield. So my guess is it actually can double my vegetation. If I actually add food. We've got the Pickaxe Shield. This weapon is a pickaxe. You can test that. So it will mine. This weapon will mine, and if I hold right click, it will try my freaking. Then there's this one, the Shield of Wrath. It gives me fire resistance. It's a very powerful shield, I'll tell you that. And it's an aura-based weapon. Now, you won't really find aura-based weapons very easily. I'll tell you that. There are a few things you guys might want to take note of, and I'm still trying to actually figure it out. Aura regen potions. Now, Brewing Stand, which is Awkward Potion, and Grim Ally makes Aura Regen. I do recommend getting Aura Regen, because it can regen your aura pretty quickly. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it, that's why I have a Brewing Lab. Now, hello, Beowulf. See, they touch the fence, they will die. And there's a Deathstalker in there. Now, there are many Grimms. Now, I'm going to actually go down to my Grimm Wastelands. So, this is one of the biomes you guys can find around the world. This is a Grimm Wasteland. This biome is what you would use to find the Dark Crystal, which is just a crystal that lays around on the ground. Pretty sure there's... Oh, no, not that building again. It's like a big... It's like a purple crystal. I'll actually spawn one in. Show you guys what the Dark Crystal actually looks like. So this is a Dark Crystal. If I was to right-click this, that's one Waves of Grimm. And I do mean waves. There are two other biomes for Grimm that I am well aware of. So there are... Damn it, one of them. What is one of them? If I press J, I could probably find it on the map. I've explored quite far, I'll tell you that. That one's there. There's Grimm Wasteland. There's a Grimm Wasteland there. Another one there. This here is actually Cliffside Forest. So if I go my waypoints, wait. Waypoints, B. Ah! Oh! There you go, Cliffside Forest. Oh god. Freedom. And as you guys can see, I've got a bit of enemies on my map. I would say this, that I'm pretty sure there are more Beowulfs than anything. Now, the Beowulfs more than anything. I'm pretty sure I haven't found... Have I found a Forever Fall is my question. I have! This is what you call the Forever Fall biome, which is the other biome you can go to, and so far I've seen really nothing that's really useful there. But that was this video, guys. I do hope you... Hello? It's just while I have the thing active. I have night vision active when I do this. Shift X. Yes! Oh look! My duplication for diamonds ended. But anyway, guys, that was the RWBY mod. If you guys enjoyed this video, I recommend you guys subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below, guys, what you want to see me do next. So see you guys later. Take care. Goodbye, everyone.